I don't particularly like having my photograph taken, and I don't particularly like being filmed. My name is Mark Furstenau. I'm a professor of film studies at Carleton University. When I tell people I study film, their response usually is, if they can't control themselves, to laugh. They think it's funny. They think it's funny that one could study that at university. They think I've gotten away with something. That is, I figured out how to get away with watching movies and convincing people that it's a viable scholarly study. At the very best, they'll say, "Oh, what's your favorite movie?" And they'll think I'm a glorified movie reviewer. And I always try to explain that what I actually study is the philosophy of art, and that the particular art object that I'm considering philosophically is the cinema, which may arguably be the most significant art form of the 20th century. So the study of cinema felt to me like the best way of getting at and trying to answer the question why we're so fascinated by photographs, why we constantly want to take photographs of ourselves, yet why we are at the same time so ambivalent in our feelings about photographs. There's a film by Roberto Rossellini called The Machine for Killing Bad People. The one thing I see Rossellini trying to say in this film about cameras and about photography, when you take a picture of someone, it's like killing them. You freeze them. The image becomes fixed. There's no more movement. That person now has to exist in that form forever. There's something horrifying about that. Now, this is an account of photography by a filmmaker whose photographic images move. So they're not death, they're life. And this is the way filmmakers have always often thought about the difference between their medium, the cinema, and the medium of photography. One's death, and the other one is life. My friends had a TV, so I saw television, but in our house we didn't. But what my father provided instead was film. That is, he would bring a 16mm film projector home from his university department where he was studying psychology, and we would rent 16mm films from the public library, usually black and white, silent comedies, Marx Brothers, Laurel and Hardy, that sort of thing, Charlie Chaplin. We would move all the furniture in the dining room. He'd hang a sheet on the wall, and we'd make a little movie theater in our house. I had forgotten about all of that by the time I went to university, but when I took my first film studies course, I realized that I'd effectively grown up watching movies, watching film, and that's what I wanted to study.